What's up guys, today we will be going over everything you need to know on the T side of Anubis, and without further ado, let's get started. First off, we will start with some smokes from the T spawn. First smoke for today will be a smoke for deep middle where the sniper position is. First off, get to these pillars here, so second from the right, get trapped into the corner here, get those two windows in your sight and this window there, and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke goes nicely over middle, lands perfectly into the window and covers off everything here. No peeks for snipers possible. The next smoke we have is from the same position as before where we did the smoke for deep mid, and this one is for cave. You get into the same corner as before. Instead of aiming for the window, you go left. There's a little brick here just on the edge of that, and then just jump through your smoke. Goes nicely above the middle and lands in front of cave. Because of the new smoke types, it doesn't leave any gaps and any room for AWPers to peek. Next up, we have a kind of instant smoke for heaven on A site. You could do it as a fake or use it if you want to rush and don't want to waste time smoking just beforehand. First off, get into this corner by the door here. This door here. Look for the crack in the wall. Pretty easy to spot, and just go all the way up. There's a little line there where the bricks meet as well. And then you just run and jump through smoke as soon as you hit the darker edge at the bottom here, which should look something like this. Do that with a good timing. You jump up and the smoke goes perfectly onto the pillar and bounces nicely into heaven, and there you have smoked the heaven on A site from T-spawn. Next up, we have some smokes for the B site. First off, we have a smoke for palace. Get into this corner here, look for the rounded things up there, go to the fourth one just in the middle of that, and then just left click your smoke. Smoke goes nicely through the window, lands right in front of palace, and because of the new kind of smokes that Counter-Strike 2 offers us, we get a nice evolving smoke towards the site and no options for any AWPer or any enemy to peek you. The next smoke is quite the same, it's just with a jump throw actually and a bit different lineup. Get into this corner here, still a smoke for palace though. Look up for this dent there and follow it up until you hit this edge, which should be something like there, and then you just jump throw your smoke. Smoke goes a bit higher then and lands nicely in front of palace as well, covering off enemy and your cross. The next smokes for B site will be two cave smokes. First off, depends on what position you are in. You can use this smoke here, get into the corner there, look for this rounded shape, just aim for the middle. Don't forget you have to crouch for this one, and then just left click the smoke. Smoke goes and bounces off the statue and lands nicely in front of the cave opening, which covers and isolates players from cave so you can cross the site safely. Okay, next up we have a alternative cave smoke you can use if you want to from the lower area here, not from up there as we just had. But first off, get into this area here in front of these four dots. Look up for this darker thing on the rounded area, which is there, and it should go perfectly, bounce off there and land perfectly inside cave. It's a bit deeper than the other one, giving you a bit more room on the side to play with. Okay, next up we have a B site cross smoke. First off, you go on this beam here on the platform up here and line yourself up just in the middle. Beware, this lineup is a view model smoke. First off, so it's the tip of the grenade, which I have in my right hand, and it's on the top of this crack as shown. I'll zoom in for you to that, and then you can just left click your smoke. Smoke goes nice over there and bounces deep enough. I don't like it to cover off the default corner here, so it's a bit deeper than usual and works perfectly in CS2. The next smoke will be for B long. If you don't like smoking off the site very close, as we've done that, want to take a bit more room, then this smoke is for you. First off, get into this corner here, look for this crack like there. It's just those meet together, and then follow the crack up to the top. It's a bit darker, so you can see exactly where the dark ends, and then just left click your smoke. Smoke bounces off the edge there and lands perfectly into long. The reason I like this is because there are no possible options here for standing behind the corner for CTs, so that's safe for you. Combine it with your palace smoke and your cave smoke, and you're good to go for B site. Next up, we have a Molotov for the B site. Either you can use it as a afterplant Molotov or just to clear off some of the angles, make your enemies nervous. First off, get into this wall. You have the curbs here, and there's a little crack there. Look for the crack here, stand in front of that, and then look for these, I don't know, shaped tooth half round thingies, the second one from the right, and followed up to the middle of this beam here. Put your cross there as shown, and then just jump for a Molotov. Goes up and lands nicely, perfectly there around. Sometimes you are lucky, get it to in the corner. If you plant it here, shouldn't be a problem, and nobody can play around the right side of the pillar either, so easy entry for you. Next up, we'll have some utility for the deeper middle area. If you want to go A split, B split, something like that, you can do so with these smokes. First off, get into this corner here. This will be a smoke for the left side of middle towards temple there. Yes, temple. And you go look for this area up there on to this building like shown. Jump through a smoke, and then the smoke bounces nicely off there and lands perfectly in front of temple or palace, whatever you want to call it, inside there, so it covers your cross to A site. Be aware, people can still stand behind this. Next up, we have two Molotovs, one for the area down here and one for the other area close up there. First Molotov is for the default position for the sniper. Get here to this wall, look for the top window there, and then just take a step forward. Molotov should fly nice and deep into there, burn out the sniper from his position, safe for you to cross towards middle. The second Molotov will be for the closer area on the right. You can see this in a lot of pro matches. This has been thrown. It's a very default Molotov there. First off, get here on this line. Just line up yourself with this wooden box here on the very right edge. Don't worry, nobody will be able to see you. If you're uncertain, take a step left, whatever. Look for these two areas there and aim with your crosshair as shown on the right area. Just left click the Molotov, bounces off there and lances right in front of the door, perfectly for your team to cross through mid. The next smoke we have is for the middle as well, but for the right side of the middle. So for the A connector, if you want to split towards B or go rotation towards B, you can do so. It is thrown from in front of A. So first off, you get into this corner here, look for this wooden beam there and go right to the tip of it, just to the edge where the wheel is, and then just jump through your smoke. Smoke bounces off the building there and lands nicely inside of the connector for you and your team to cross the middle and go into temple / palace. Last but not least, we have the A site, which we will cover now. You have 3 heaven smokes in total, which you can choose from if you want to. Situational, wherever you are, you can use them. My personal favorite is this one. First off, get into this corner here, crouch. Go to the middle of the box there. You can go up. There's a little metal bracket here, something. Go to the top of that metal bracket and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke will go nicely inside A, bounce off the wall there, and will cover off heaven, leaving no gaps for CTs to peek you. The next and second heaven smoke I'll be showing you today will be from Catwalk, which is this area up here, or A upper, whatever you want to call it. First off, get behind this carpet here. Look for these half circled shaped things there. Take this one here, which is the fourth from the left. Just go for the middle. Doesn't have to be 2 pixel perfect, something like this, and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke does nice fancy bounces off the wall there and lands perfectly in front of heaven to cover off every CT AWPer trying to spot you. The third and final heaven smoke will be thrown from the stairs area, which is my least favorite because it is dangerous for you to throw it from here because of the window and the cave or connector here. First off, get into this corner, look for the tippy top of the beam here, the top right there, and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke goes nicely onto the pillar, bounces off and lands perfectly in front of the heaven entrance. covering you and your team, and you're crossed to site. The last smoke for today will be a smoke for the connector on a site. First off, you get into this area here on the ramp there and line up your crosshair as shown. Doesn't have to be too pixel perfect, but not too off either. Look for this little arch area here. Go right to the tip top and the middle of the arch there, and then just left click your smoke. Smoke will land nicely deep into connector for you and your team to approach to a site. Next up and last for today will be 2 Molotovs for a site. First Molotov will take out the close area on the stairs behind the corner here, this area there. For that, you go into this corner here, look for the little gap between those 2 wood beams there, and then just jump for your Molotov. Lands nicely on the stairs there, burning out everybody covering and camping in this area. The next and final Molotov will be for the plateau up here where the AWP always stands and holds towards the A main angle. If you are the player that threw the heaven smoke from here, from which we had before, you can follow it up with this Molotov. Look for this crack here just underneath the window, line your crosshair up as shown, just on the tippy top of that break, and then just jump throw your Molotov. Lands perfectly here to force every enemy AWPer back towards CT or heaven. Okay guys, that was it for the video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because next time we will cover everything you need to know with the CT side of Anubis, so don't miss that, and see you in the next one.